Tonight we're talking the outfield, Zach. So you got three positions in the outfield: center, left, right, obviously.
Ooh.
And you got to decide.
Two of them are locked down.
Okay, so we need to determine, Zach, is this day one? Is this opening day lineup? Is this what we're discussing?
Yes.
Opening day, right?
Because everybody wants to know, who do you believe is going to be the starting lineup opening day?
Not finishing opening day.
I think me and you would agree that two of them are absolutely locked down.
Yes.
And that one of the position, let's just be honest, right field's open. Left field is locked down by Josh Pearson.
Yep.
And center field is locked down by Dylan Cruz. Now, could Josh go over to right, and they put somebody in left? Yes, for sure. But Josh Pearson is an outfielder.
Yeah.
For sure, whether it's a left or right. And Dylan Cruz is your center fielder, period.
No question.
So who is going to be opposite of Josh, whether he's in left or right? I think Josh is going to play left. He might play right, but who is going to be opposite of him? Reagan, I'll let you go first. Who are some guys that are vying for that spot? I think we'll probably agree here, but I think we need to both ultimately make a decision.
Well, here's the deal, okay? You got returning guys, and you have incoming freshmen that are vying for the spot.
Correct.
The two returning guys are Josh Stevenson and Braden Jobert. Yes. Those are your two guys that will vie for that other spot.
Returning
and the incoming freshman to look for is Paxton Kling. Guys, I don't want to say that he's Dylan Cruz, I don't want to say he's Dylan Cruz, but he is very talented, and he is a guy like Dylan Cruz you did not expect to see come to campus. Correct. Number one player in the state of Pennsylvania, a uberly talented outfielder, and can swing the bat really well. That being said, he's got guys who have played the position already for this team. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. So to discuss it a little bit, Zach, all right, Jobert, what is his positive, Zach? What is his positive?
The positives is he bats left-handed. And obviously a sport that is dominated by right-handed pitchers. You can have him in right field or put him at DH, right? And I guess we'll discuss more of that when we get into the hitting lineup.
Yeah.
But, if he's in right, you can throw him in there, and he's a left-handed hitter that can go against a right-handed pitcher.
Right.
I honestly think, with the outfield situation, it could depend on who's pitching. They could switch guys in and out depending on who is pitching on the bump for the opponent. So yeah, I think the biggest upside for Braden, the biggest positive, is he can swing the bat. He's got power. He had, I think it was 18 or 19 home runs this past season. We remember series like Florida. We remember series like Vanderbilt, where, he just popped off. He basically won you the Florida series.
Yeah.
And he played a massive role in the Vanderbilt series as well. So, Braden's going to play. He is going to play. How much does he play? I don't know. I would love to see for Braden to take a step up defensively, because he definitely had his struggles defensively, off the bat.
Yep.
Ball off the bat, Braden's not the best. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks a little clunky out there a little bit, when we watched him last season.
Yep.
Had they cleaned that up with him, obviously fielding, and we'll get into that, but, more when we talk about the infield. But with the outfield too, right field struggled last year fielding wise. That was part of the issues with errors and just bad played balls was in right field. So, and part of that was due to Braden. He's going to have to clean that up if he wants to consistently be in the lineup.
So that's exactly what I wanted to hear. When it comes to the defense, Braden, Zach, I will be a little bit more harsh. Braden was bad. It was just bad. He does not belong in the outfield. For that reason,
And I will agree, he's more of a DH.
For that reason, he is not the starting outfielder in left or right, whichever it may be. He is not. He is off the list there. So it comes down to Josh Stevenson and
Paxton Kling.
Paxton Kling.
Here's the thing, though, Reagan. I'm going to add another name. He's played outfield in the past 3 years. He has played outfield for LSU quite a bit, and that's Gavin Dugas.
It could be.
He is listed on their roster as outfield infield, and I understand that a lot of people are looking at him for second, and we got a little bit of information on second today. We'll discuss that more next week on who's vying for that spot. But when you have a lot of guys vying for that spot and you have a lot of guys vying for the outfield position, I definitely think you cannot forget Gavin Dugas when it comes to the outfield.
Yeah. I think you make a good point. But I don't think ultimately he's in the running for it. Ultimately. Stevenson, the struggle was the bat. He can get the ball in the outfield. He can off the bat, he can field it great, get it in, and
obviously fast like his brother.
Very fast like Andrew was. The bat is the problem. Does he improve from year one, year two, batting wise? That is the question, I think, that determines, whether it's Paxton Kling, Josh Stevenson. Ultimately, my decision is Paxton Kling, and here's why. Paxton Kling can do both. He fields very well. He is very fast.
Interesting.
Guys, listen to me for a second. Listen to me. Paxton Kling was not only the number one player in the state of Pennsylvania, he was the number 7 ranked player in the nation. Listen to this batting average. Paxton Kling in his final season in high school. Are you ready? Brace yourself.
I'm ready.
He batted .566.
He hit the ball.
60.
He hit the ball in.
He hit the ball more times than he did not.
Oh my!
500
for hits.
This is not on base percentage. This is his batting average.
Good grief, his on base percentage is probably like in the 70%.
There's no telling. Paxton Kling is. I'm telling you, Paxton Kling could be Dylan Cruz all over again. I'm not saying he is.
What high school did he play at? I don't know what high school did he play.
I'm not exactly sure.
High school. Let's look it up.
I'm not exactly sure.
Keep talking.
But I don't care if it's Pennsylvania or not. The MLB draft had him going and not making it to the college campus, and he is the 7th ranked player in the whole country.
He's number 6 by perfect game.
Okay. And all of that is done by Major League Scouts. To make that perfectly clear. These evaluations are done by Major League Scouts. The thing that Perfect Game kind of calculates and brings in, Major League type of scouts.
Yeah.
Paxton Kling could very well be Dylan Cruz all over again. A guy who should have never made it to college campus and did. So Paxton Kling is going to be my other starting outfielder. 566 on the season. I don't care where you played at.
So he's your guy.
Ridiculous.
He's your guy.
He is my guy. Paxton Kling is my guy.
Game one. I'm gonna go with the experience here. I think we see Josh Pearson. I think we see Josh Pearson to start. I think Paxton's gonna play a ton.
Obviously Josh Pearson. Josh Stevenson?
I'm sorry, Josh Stevenson. Same Josh and Josh. You got to deal with that, which is funny because they're roommates. They are. And they're both named Josh and Josh.
If Stevenson makes a progress from his bat, I'm fully on board with it.
I think his bat was. I know his bat wasn't wow, but his bat wasn't bad. It was
below 200.
I think he's better. And I think he's your day one guy out and right or left, whichever they decide. They may put him in left, put Josh in right. Okay, so this is obviously has been asked a lot. It's been asked a lot. I mean, let me go look at this. Okay, we got to go check this out.
By the way, I saw Dad's comment about Jordan Thompson got to go. Dad, Jay Johnson had a press conference, made it very clear, Jordan Thompson is your starting.
And by the way, Dad, I don't know if you knew this, but Jordan Thompson was dealing with a knee injury all of last year. He literally had to, what was it, surgery?
It has come out that Jordan Thompson had surgery 3 weeks before literally where we are now. Essentially, Jordan Thompson had surgery today, last season, 3 weeks before the season started. He had surgery.
Can't fault him.
And supposedly it's something he struggled with all season long. So hopefully he's healthy and good to go.
All right, this is the big question. Do we see Trey Morgan in the outfield? I want to ask Reagan, do we see Trey Morgan in the outfield at all this year? I got to be honest. I don't think so. I don't think you see Trey Morgan at all. You're muted.
If you see Trey Morgan in the outfield, it is probably in a midweek game.
And they're having fun.
Correct. Any important game,
he's not going to be out there.
You just can't take him off of first base. You cannot. Yeah. And he's healthy this year. Y'all realize Trey Morgan wore a knee brace for the entire season last year.
Yep.
His speed was taken away from him. Guys, oh my gosh. Our shortstop is going to be healthy. Trey Morgan, our elite first baseman, is going to be healthy. All of this pitching talent is coming in with Paul Skeens, Thatcher Hurd, Ty Floyd returning, Grant Taylor, Christian Little. This season is
elite team.
It could be absolutely incredible.
And I'm sure there will be disappointments along the way.
Oh, they're human. They're human. I mean, you're gonna have ups. You're gonna have.
Dad said, "Well, it was Pennsylvania," referring to Paxton Kling. Yeah, that doesn't matter. When MLB scouts are saying,
I'm telling y'all,
saying about Paxton Kling, they don't care where he played at. It's who he is as a player.
And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, he don't look like a college freshman either. He don't look like it either.
No, he doesn't. Ryan said home run over under. I mean, I guess we'll obviously talk more about this. 95.5.
Oh my gosh. I'll take the over.
I'll take the over as well.
I'll take the over.
Peyton took the over as well. So Reagan, to continue to talk a little bit more about the outfield, I think we can probably both agree that Braden Jobert is your best offensive weapon there. Now, we have to wait and see what Paxton does.
You mean in the one open position? Because Dylan Cruz is better.
Obviously.
Okay. Yes, in the open position.
We're not talking in the open position in outfield.
Yes.
Braden Jobert, I think, is offensively right now, because Paxton we'll see what Paxton does. But offensively, home run threat, Braden is that dude. Defensively, I think it is Josh Stevenson.
Yeah,
he's fast, he's quick, but like you said, Reagan, with Paxton Kling,
he's got it both.
You get the best of both worlds. Does the talent that everyone is talking about, that we're hearing from the MLB scouts, does that translate to the college level? We'll see. But like in college, in baseball, typically that yes. It's a lot different than college football. Like in baseball, when they say this guy is a first-round talent and he's really, 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 really good.
Typically pans out.
They typically pan out. In college baseball, a lot more than
Zach, I would also say, though, I think Jobert is more – I think he's the power. I think he is the more power threat. I wouldn't need
yes, offensive explosion. Yeah, Braden.
The consistency is shaky sometimes. It's shaky. He went through a slump last year, but I'm not saying he can't make corrections, because you and me discussed it a lot. He has a big gap in his swing, and when he swung and missed, it was It was the same pitch, the
Yes.
same over and over. And he could not break out of that slump because I think pitchers knew how to pitch him. Can he make corrections? We'll see.
I mean, he had 18 home runs, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean he's got the power. Absolutely. I mean, guys, there was a period in time, Zach. He was the hottest player in college baseball. He hit 6 home runs in a matter of 5 games. Like he was the hottest player in college baseball.
Correct. Here's the good thing. I know you it's really a luxury of riches. It really is.
Absolutely.
Pick your poison. Do you want a guy that fielding not that great, but can hit the cover off the ball and can change the game in a heartbeat? Or do you want the guy that nothing's going to get past him and the hitting may be there? We'll see. Or do you want the young talent that could end up taking the job over both of those options?
Yeah.
That's a luxury of riches that LSU has in the outfield. And then obviously you have Dylan Cruz, who is the best player in college baseball, the number 1 overall pick. As Jay Johnson said today, Pirates, don't waste your time. Don't think about it too much.
Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it. Dylan Cruz is the best player in college baseball, period. Like, I mean, and who knows? Like, he may have a bad season. Who knows? But, I mean, he's still the number 1 player in college baseball. It don't matter. And then Josh Pearson, a freshman that really came on strong last year and was, he was, a starter by the end of the season.
He took the job and ran with it. And
he has done that, and fully expect him to be out there day one. Those 2 guys, they have those positions on lock. Do you think Josh goes in left or goes in right? I know that's been contemplated.
I think he's in right.
You think he's in right?
That's where he played most last year, right? It wasn't it.
He played a lot of left.
Or he started right. He started right field because they were trying to find.
At the end of the season, he was left.
He was in left.
He was full-time left.
Okay, yeah. I think he's left then, or I don't know.
Ryan says.
I don't know.
Ryan says he goes to right.
I think he is right.
If you start Josh, you put Josh in left. Josh Stevenson. I gotta clarify because there's 2.
Yeah, Stevenson.
If you start Stevenson, I think you put him in left because Stevenson's got the speed. Obviously, left field is the hot side of the field. With center roaming, and then right, you're less likely than obviously both those spots to get a ball hit to you. Yeah. So I think you put your most talented defensive player in left.
Yeah.
And
correct.
And that would be Josh Stevenson. If it's Joe Bear, you put Joe Bear in right, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Paxton Kling, then you find out, you see what you got. I think he could go left or right. We'll see.